Hi, welcome back to Herbal Bunny's Pharmacy. My name is Dr. Tamitha Davis. Today I'm going to be making up an herbal remedy for one of my friends who's been suffering with long COVID. So I'm going to show you some herbs and stuff that I'm going to be blending up and putting into capsules and kind of explain to you along the way of what each herb does and how it can benefit the body. But before we begin, if you're interested in herbal remedies and natural ways to heal your body, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and let's get started. Okay, so our first herb that we're going to add in here, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce this. In school, I think they call it brahmi or brahmi, something like that. And it's just the aerial parts of the herb. And I got this from Mountain Rose Herbs. And brahmi is used for anxiety, diabetes, help with brain function, inflammation, high blood pressure, also helps you to sleep. It works on the immune system. It's been also known to help with people with epilepsy. So it really just helps work on the nervous system and to bring your body back into balance. So we are going to be adding this into our mix. So the thing with herbal medicine, you want to keep a recipe on what you did previously, and then you can do some adjustments. And my friend, she's already used a bottle of this and it's worked really well with her. So I've already got a recipe created for her. So I'm going to go off of that recipe. And yeah, so just make sure you're keeping track of everything. Keep a little recipe book or whatever for your herbal remedies. So for this one here, I'm going to be adding in 3 tablespoons into a spice grinder. This is actually a coffee grinder. You can use a spice grinder, whatever you have that can blend these up into a powder. You can also drink this as a tea if you wanted to keep these whole. Obviously the herbs would be a different amount, but we're just going to put these into capsules because that's what she likes, because some of these herbs can taste like dirt. So I will spare you the noise. Okay, so once we have it all ground up into close to a really good powder, we're just going to add it to a bowl. Oops. Just like that. And then we're going to move on to, there you go, just in a bowl, just like that. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next herb. Okay, so my next herb is going to be Tulsi. And I like to use this in my anxiety herbal tea blend because it really helps with managing stress. I took this as a tea when I had lost one of my best friends in a car accident, and it really just kind of helps to mellow you out, to balance out hormones, and to help you sleep. It's really good. It's got a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. It's also energizing, as you see on here, so it's for stress relieving and energizing. I always try to get organic and do research on your companies because you want to actually make sure what's in here is actually in here. So for this one here, as a leaf, it's just a leaf of it. I am going to add in 7 tablespoons of this one into my spice grinder. It's going to take me a minute because I can only maybe do like 3 or 4 tablespoons at a time, but I'm going to do 7 tablespoons of this and then add it to our bowl. Okay, so this is the last little bit of this. I'm going to go ahead and add it. It really smells good. It smells very, very good. It smells kind of on a little bit of a minty, kind of licoricey smell. That's what it smells like to me. I really like to also use this as a tincture and add it to my tea blends and stuff like that. But anyway, that's what we got so far. So now we're going to talk about our next herb. I actually grow lemon balm now, and this is just some stuff that I have that I want to use up. And I also I've been adding my lemon balm to the bag because, you know, I need to store it. So, but I think most of this original, there are some of mine in here, but the original is almost used up because I kind of dig from the bottom. But anyway, lemon balm is really good for stress and anxiety. It's got a lot of nutrients in it, vitamins and minerals, same way with the Tulsi, and it helps to rebuild your immune system. So when you have long COVID, like my friend has, she says she just feels kind of tired, she has a lot of anxiety, she's not sleeping very well. So getting your nutrients back up and to help to calm down your nervous system, your immune system, and to just rebuild your body is what we're going with here. That's why we're using this, because she seems to have a lot of anxiety, not sleeping very well. In order for your body to repair itself, you need sleep. So we're going to be adding in 6 tablespoons of the lemon balm, and we're going to blend it up in the spice grinder and put it in a bowl. All right, so I got the last little bit of my lemon balm. So lemon balm and the Tulsi, which is also known as holy basil, is part of the mint family, which might be why the Tulsi has a little bit of a mint scent to it. Now the lemon balm smells like lemon. It doesn't smell anything to me like any part of the mint family. So when I'm just drinking a tea, I prefer the holy basil, the Tulsi, over the lemon balm because it does have a better taste to it, but that's okay. All right, so my next one I actually already have powdered up, and this is my chamomile flower. There's actually a little bit of leaves in here too, but it's mainly the flower. And chamomile is really awesome for kind of calming your body. It also helps with any nausea that you may have, with any sleep issues that you may have, and it helps to rebuild your body. So this is why I put this in her mix. And since it's already blended up, I'm only going to do 2 tablespoons of this powder. All right, so my last herb that I'm putting in here is called ashwagandha. I love ashwagandha. It's a great adaptogenic herb, so it helps to your body to adapt to stress, to adapt to certain things. So I'm using this in this mixture because, again, her body is stressed out from having COVID, having that long COVID. She's not sleeping very well. This also helps to give you energy throughout the day and helps to calm your body at night. And it works very well, especially with the chamomile, into just rebuilding the body, rebuilding the cells. Overall, awesome herb. I think just about anybody there can take this. There's not a whole lot of known side effects for ashwagandha. This is already blended up into a powder, so I'm going to be putting in 3 tablespoons of this. So the rule of thumb depends on how finely ground up your leaves are. So 3 tablespoons equals 1 tablespoon of powder. 3 tablespoons of the ground up leaves equals 1 tablespoon of powder. So I am going to be putting in 3 tablespoons of the ashwagandha powder, and then we're going to start mixing this up, and then I'll show you how I put them into my capsules. All right, there we go. So now I'm just going to take a spoon. You can use a bowl with a lid on it and just shake the crap out of it, but I don't have lids for these glass bowls, and I like using glass. So I'm just going to put on my face mask because dust is going to go everywhere, and I'm just going to mix these up, and then we'll take them to the capsulator. All right, so I got my cool little getup on. Typically, if I'm just making this for myself or some of my family, I don't usually do all this, but since this is a special order, I will be gloving up and putting a mask on and everything while I'm making these capsules. But I want to first, before I put my gloves on, I want to show you my little machine here. And I got this off of Amazon. It's like $50 or $60, and it makes 100 capsules. And then I buy the pre-separated capsules. These are the double O capsules that I got. They're gelatin based, so if you're vegan, you can use those. I don't think the gelatin's made from, just say vegan, so hopefully it's vegan. Not that this lady I'm making this for, it doesn't matter to her, but they do have vegan options if you are looking for that. So for the main part of this, we are going to put the little, this here part over top of this part right here. And then we fill this up with the big capsules. And then once we get the big part of the capsules in here, then we will take this off and put it for the little small part on there. And then I will show you how I do all that. But let me go ahead and bring the camera down here so you can see what I am doing, and let's get into this. Alright, so we just pour the bigger ends into this part, and we just kind of mix it around a little bit, and each one will just kind of flop down in the holes. I've already used this machine a couple times this morning, making up some herbs for myself and my mother, and so it's already warmed up is what I'm saying. But yeah, so you just, some of these you have to kind of go down in there, but for the most part it usually kind of fills up, and then you just move these around a little bit and look down in there. Some of them you just kind of push them down, they're just sticking up a little bit, and yeah, and then once you get, looks like everything's kind of filled up in there, you just grab your extras and put them back in your bag. Okay, so once I fill these up, what I'll do is I'll push it down and see if there's any empty spaces, and I don't know if you can tell, but right here there's one that went in there upside down, so you just switch it around and it looks like all the other ones are filled. So now we're just going to set him aside, and then we are going to work on our smaller parts, and you're just going to basically do the same thing with this one as you did with the bigger parts. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I have the little guys in there. I don't know if you can see that, but there they are. And now I'm going to take this orange part, and on these orange part here, it has this little dip, and you want to make sure that is facing up when you place it down on there, and I'll tell you why in just a minute after I fill up the big top part of the capsule. All right, so it comes with this little guy here, and you're just going to set him down there, and that's going to help keep the powder from going off the edges. And I have my already mixed up herbs. I did add maca in here. I forgot that I did add that in her batch. And maca helps to balance out your hormones. That was something extra that she was looking to do, balance out hormones. And when you have sicknesses and stuff, your hormones need some extra attention. So I decided to put the maca in there, and she's had some good results with that. So I did add maca. I added 2 tablespoons of the maca in there. So now we're just going to take the powder, the herb, and just mix it around here, getting it down in the holes and kind of tap it a little bit. And it comes with this little tamper like this one here, as you see. And then what we'll do with that is take it, and it lines up with your holes. You just gently push down. I want to help push those herbs down in there. And you just keep doing this until it's all filled up and you can't push down anymore. You don't want to push too hard because you don't want to destroy your capsules. Do I have any? Let's stick that in here. Sometimes I miss a capsule and it all just goes through to the bottom, which happens pretty frequently, but that's okay. We'll figure it out, right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this part up. Okay, so once I get everything in there and I can't get any more shoved into the things, I take the little white thing off, and then I just kind of gently brush all this down in here. Now this recipe will make 200 capsules that I gave you guys. That's gonna make 200 capsules. So we'll just put that in there, and now we're going to put on our tops. So you have the little handles here, and this is to help you to hold on to it, and it'll also hold the capsule tops in there, which I will show you in just a minute. So you put it on upside down just like a sandwich, and then you just gently, right in the middle, the whole thing, and just push straight down. Just make sure, like a sandwich, and then with those little handles, you're going to pull up on that. Kind of hard to get my gloves on. And just like that, now your capsules are in there. So we're just going to set that to the side. And then what I like to do is just go around, and you're going to click all of them into place. You're going to just seal those tops on, and you'll feel it, and you'll be able to see it too. I don't know if you can really tell, how some of these, like this one right here, that one there's clicked in, that one's clicked in. See, there we go. Those ones are, you can feel it just click into place. So you just want to make sure that all the, otherwise they're just going to come apart, and then all your herbs are going to go into your jar. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and I will show you the next step. Okay, so once all your capsules are connected, you're going to flip this upside down, just like that, and take off the blue part. And then at this point, you can just gather them up and put them into a bottle, and I need to go find one. Okay, so I totally spaced. My bottles are still in the sanitizer drying because I wash everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them in a clean, sanitized glass jar for now, and then make the other ones. I will spare you me making the other ones, but I will show you the finished bottle. I'll post a picture up at the end of the video, but you definitely want to make sure you label your jars. You know, if you're using this for personal use, make sure you put the ingredients in it, the date that you made it. These will probably last about 6 to 8 months after you make them. The dosage on these ones here, I believe I had her starting off with three times a day, and since she's been doing really well with that, I'll probably drop it down to 3 times a day. And you can play with the dosage on these. These do not have to be something that's like written in stone. Let me bring the camera back up to me. So the dosage, you can kind of tailor it to what you like and everything, just paying attention to your body. But you know, there's like some ones that I make for like digestive, trying to get things moving, like they're trying to do like a cleanse. You know, those may be like 9 to 10, you know, capsules per day. But you want to just pay attention to your body. If you're taking an herb and it's making you feel like anxious, or you're having diarrhea or stomach issues, you may want to taper back. But it's really just a rule of thumb, just paying attention to your body really to see if there's any irritation, or, you know, some people may be allergic to an herb and they didn't realize that they were allergic to a specific herb. So, but that's what I usually start off with. Most of my herbal supplements is three times a day, depending on what it's for. And this is to help her to boost her immune system and help her get over the long COVID. When I was taking an herbal supplement to balance out my hormones, I started off for the first 3 months. I did three times a day. And then I got down to where it was just 3 times a day. And that really helped me balance out my hormones. Again, you have to be the judge of your own body. Everybody's body is different, and you know, you just have to kind of play around with that there. So, all right, I think that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up the other 100 capsules for my friend, and go ahead and show you guys the labeling and stuff that I use. It's really cute. I got my little logo and all that on there, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this educational video, and I will be posting, I'm waiting for an herb I had ordered. A lot of my herbs, I research companies to make sure that they're legitimate. I try to get organic or wild crafted. I like getting stuff from Star West Botanicals or Mountain Rose Herbs, also through Dr. Christopher. He has herbal formulas already mixed up in the big huge bags if you want to spend, you know, the money for one particular one. I have all of his recipes, yay! So I can mix up some of the herbs and stuff for myself. But yeah, so I have another herb coming in, but I'm going to be making my herbal pregnancy tea. I ran out of my herbs and I was like, hey, I really should do a video on this because this is my passion, and I like educating everyone and helping them to make their own homemade medicine. But yeah, so I will be posting that hopefully within the next week or so. I know I've been kind of slacking on posting my videos. I've been really busy, and dealing with my mom and stuff. She's been kind of sickly. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel if this is content that you're interested in. I also do gardening videos on showing you guys how to grow things in your garden. I'm actually still learning myself on gardening. It's been a passion of mine. I just kind of just do basic stuff, and I'm like, hey, why is this dying? I have to YouTube it myself. So this will be a learning experience, but I do a lot of educational videos on how to make herbs, what herbs are used for. And yeah, so you guys go ahead, subscribe to my channel, leave comments, hit the like button, share, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!